Hello everyone, this is Jim Ograzinski with your Week 8 Screencast video. So, as I mentioned here in my announcement, I'd like to point out a few things in this week's Screencast video. First, in overall looking at the schedule, we do have our typical Tuesday, Friday due dates. Discussion board 11 is due Tuesday, end of day, and then responses are due Friday. So this is week 8. We're finishing up the first half of the semester. Hard to believe right about now, but we're moving into spring break. So after this week's activity, actually as of Friday, we will not have any course activity until after Sunday the 21st. I will point out and talk about the due date for the annotated. In fact, let's get to that right now. So I want to point out that the annotated bibliography, our large assignment worth 20% of your course grade, will be due Friday, March 26th, the first week we get back for spring break. So depending upon your schedule and your obligations, certainly you want to use as much time as you can this week and next week through your spring break to complete the annotated bibliography. There's been sufficient amount of time granted to complete that activity. So Friday, end of day, March 26th, the annotated bibliography is due. Now, one thing I want to point out in the modules, once again, is I have some significant instructional videos that have been added. A library resources video has been added. Remember, I've added here, creating MLA citations in EasyBib. It's a YouTube video that'll help you work through your citations for the annotated bibliography. It's a nice YouTube video. All right. So moving forward, just to give everybody an idea, I have once again the instructional video on what is an annotation, what my expectations are for an annotation. And let me get to the next page I want to talk about, which will be the annotated bibliography. Also, once again, I have a 9-minute instructional video on my expectations and talking about the assignment here for the annotated bibliography. Let me get to discussions. Discussion board number 11 is going to be let me find discussion board 11 here. What's a good source? This is an important discussion board activity, much like exercise 1.5 in chapter 1. I'm asking you to dig into the textbook, read what's a good source beginning on page 48 through 55. The initial post should summarize this section, focusing on the following. Other ways to look at sources, figure 2.5 on page 50. What does peer-reviewed mean? Evaluating online sources. And then, of course, figure 2.6, and if my memory serves me correctly, that is where you look at the flowcharts of authored and other unauthored sources. So as you summarize each section here, after your summary, respond to the information and strategies and how to look at sources you discover in researching your topic. Right? Successful posts should be about 300 to 350 words. So once again, I'm looking for some summary of some important sections in the textbook in chapter 2, and then I want you to respond to the information and strategies and how to look at sources you discover in researching your topic. So this is an important discussion board post. This is how you really sit down and evaluate sources. Right? The importance of having a good eye and determining which sources are credible. So we've pointed out the instructional videos, discussion board 11, the due date of the annotated bibliography, and I will not have a lecture video this week. So this screencast video will serve as your guide for week 8. If you have any questions or issues, please send me an email. I will be working during the spring break week. If you happen to be working on something in Canvas, or you want to have or you do have a question about the annotated bibliography, I will be around. I'll check email on spring break week just once a day, usually in the morning. Be patient. I am teaching at the College of DePage, so I will be in and around the computer all during the week. All right, because their spring break isn't for a couple of weeks yet. All right, that's all I have here for this week's screencast video. Good luck, stay safe.